Hello and welcome. My name is Carsten Lützen. I'm a Scrum Master and Agile Coach. If you like these videos, please subscribe. That would be awesome. Today I'm just going to show some tips and tricks on drawing. I'm not always that creative, so just having a few rules and guidelines helped me quite a lot. I can really recommend looking at Google's to get fresh inspiration and visual dictionaries. First of all, one of the best tips I've learned is always write the text first. When we have the text, then we can start making a border or a nice box around it. Don't make the box first and then get the text to fit. So for instance, my go-to headline is like this. I make a simple box first, and then to make it a banner, I just make this small figure on both sides. That's actually it. Then I can start to color it, and I'll get back to that later. But this is the primary shape. I also tend to write my initials in this corner of the flip chart, so people can see who is the author of this if they have questions. Then when I finish my flip chart, I often draw a border to nicely put the content in a frame like this. And from my point of view, it just helps it become a bit more nice and tidy to watch, even though that the lines are often crooked and not straight at all. But it's just a nice finishing touch. When we then go to drawing figures and stuff like that, there are in particular 2 or 3 types of people or persons I like to draw. I like to draw this one. Then I can either make the eyes like this, or I can do it like this if they're looking. It's not that different, but we can also change the mouth if it's someone that is unsure what is going to happen, or maybe sad or whatever, or this looks a bit like a teddy bear. When it then comes to the body, I just use a simple shape like this, and then 3 lines, and then 2 feet. That's actually it. That's all we need. Then if we want, we can make an arm, and then a simple hand like this, like a glove, like a mitten, and that's it. That is how I make simple persons. There's also a nice tip for drawing arrows, is start with the body of the arrow, so to say, then draw these 2 lines, make sure that they're somewhat equal in size, and then take this point. Oh, my marker is not having the best day, and that's it. Then we have a somewhat sketchy arrow, but still an arrow that we can work with. That is the basics for that, and we don't need fancy markers, actually just a black marker, and then we are good to go. Then for coloring, I can really recommend, if you can get your hands on a gray marker, we can do quite a lot of small details just by adding a simple shadow on this headline. It makes a big difference, at least for me, or to the arrow. It doesn't take much more than that, and it doesn't need to be perfect. It's still fresh compared to using PowerPoint. Then if we want to use colors, it's just experiment with something. For instance, I'm using these crayons. We could just do like this, and then get a slight green color on this one to show that this is a happy slide, so to say, and then make this part a bit darker, because that's probably being shadowed by this part of the banner. And then when we have our figures, I just tend to use a yellow or orange for the skin color. Just a subtle hint. And then we can start working with different types of shades and making the body look a bit more three-dimensional. But it doesn't take more than that, but people just respond very well to these flip charts compared to PowerPoint. And when we are done with the flip chart in a workshop, we can just take it down and then hang it on the wall. And then in the breaks, people can walk around, look at the slides, discuss with each other, or they can just put up post-its if they have questions. It's a really, really nice way of using flip charts instead of PowerPoints. You can just prepare the outline of the flip chart, and then you can write the final note, the headlines and stuff like that in advance, and then you can add the bullet points that you want on the go. That is still a much more interactive compared to just having a PowerPoint show. I can really recommend you to try that. If you have comments or questions or feedback, just let me know. That would be awesome, and please subscribe. Have a nice day.